Welcome back to another video. We are back at it. I'm Z Shaw.
I'm Jay. What's going on, everybody?
Lots and lots to talk about. Let's start off with the new Brady versus Manning debacle. Mahomes, or in my case, Mahomete versus Josh Allen. I misspelled Mahomes. Well,
Yeah,
it's actually
he
J.
misspelled Mahomes telling me what we were talking about today, and I'm just like, who the hell is Mahomete?
The GOAT Mahomete.
I love it, the goat Mahomete. Man, another instant classic. Am I not? Am I right? I mean, absolutely. They always deliver every year. This always happens. It's always funny because Josh 9 times out of 10 and the Bills usually get the better of Mahomes in the regular season, but then Mahomes comes back in the most important game of the year for them in the NFC AFC Championship game, and they end up winning, and they always fall. The Bills always fall that short. But yeah, I mean, once again, this is what we come to expect from these two guys. Guys who are going to go down as all-time greats. So, yeah, man, I enjoyed it.
Always a fun game to watch. America's game of the week. Mahomes struggled. Josh Allen flourished and thrived. That I gotta say, that Bills running game is like elite. That their fullback getting great blocks in the second level, allowing James Cook to attack that secondary, attack the linebackers, and that just opens up Josh Allen's game. And Josh Allen does not have to pass that much anymore because of that running game, which is great. And the Bills got pressure on Mahomes. If you want to beat Mahomes, the Eagles, the Bucks did it, and the Bills did it by having an elite pass rusher. Joey Bosa was getting to Mahomes time and time again. He wasn't getting a lot of sacks, but he was getting a lot of pressures on the Chiefs right tackle Juwan Taylor, who is mid, by the way. Very, very mid.
Such
So
an underrated pickup for Joey Bosa, right? I mean, honestly, we know that Bosa's great, but both of the Bosa brothers are good. But you didn't think that there was going to be this much of a splash, and he's made a splash ever since he's got on the squad. And just big ups to James Cook. I'm just so impressed with how he's just progressing as a player, and how he's just really coming into his own and becoming one of the premier elite running backs in the league. And he's been doing it. He's been building it up over the past few years. So shouts out to that, man. I think this is dope because it always heats up the playoff stuff. It always heats up the postseason to get us ready, because we see this perennially. We pretty much see Josh Allen versus Pat Mahomes in the playoffs every year. So if that's going to be the case this year, I don't know. The Chiefs seem like they might be sputtering a little bit. They can't afford too many more losses, but we'll see.
just a quick shout out. The Bills need to stop doing the tush push. It looks stupid. Josh Allen is literally standing up and getting pushed from behind. He's your franchise star elite quarterback. You can't let him take any more hits than he already does. So just hand the ball off to James Cook and let him score the touchdowns. Josh Allen does not need more rushing touchdowns. He
Yeah,
just needs to stop getting hit.
yeah, I agree. And if you don't mind, I'd like to be responsible for this segue. Speaking of quarterbacks getting hit, um, healing mercies up to Jayden Daniels. And I'm sorry to you. I know, for anyone who doesn't know, the Commanders are Z Shaw's team, and they are sputtering right now. And it's really nothing to do with anything but injuries. And taking that blow, with Jayden Daniels going down again after he just got back, right? He just healed up. It's not good. And I really honestly feel for Commanders fans because it's starting to give RG3 a little bit, isn't it?
I'll say this, RG3, I love RG3. He gave us one magical year and he was amazing his rookie year. The problem is he tore his ACL and came back too soon. He didn't have the quickness. And the reason why he wasn't the same player his rookie year is because RG3 and Dan Snyder teamed up together and told Mike Shanahan and Kyle Shanahan that they didn't want to do any more read options or college plays anymore. He was going to become a pocket quarterback. And unfortunately, RG3 is not a pocket quarterback. Jayden Daniels, however, is a pocket quarterback who has the ability to run. Everyone likes to compare Jayden Daniels to Lamar Jackson, but Lamar was a runner first and then a quarterback later. Jayden Daniels is the quarterback first, and he can run the ball when he sees fit. Unfortunately, Jayden Daniels is a little spindly. That means he's a little more injury prone. He's not that beef jacked up like Mahomes or Josh Allen or Herbert or even Jalen Hurts with his tree trunk legs. But, it's just like he, unfortunately, Jalen Daniels has to learn to just slide more. He was getting, it was an RPO. The last play was an RPO. No one was open. He didn't hand the ball off, so Jayden Daniels tried to
I'm
run
sorry.
it in himself.
I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening. My door. Do you hear that?
No,
Oh, you don't hear it. Okay. I'm sorry. My doorbell keeps ringing, and I have no clue why. And I don't know if you could hear it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to stop you. I know you're
I
in the middle
can't.
of
I
that.
can't hear it.
Okay. All right. Never mind. Just cut this out. Continue what you were saying.
Um, so it's an RPO. Jayden Daniels was trying to fight for extra yards, fight to get into the end zone, and that's what happened. That's what happened against the Packers. He was trying to fight for extra yards. Jayden Daniels is not going to truck a linebacker or a defensive end, so he needs to understand. I know he's frustrated. He had a great magical run his rookie year, but just go down. Unfortunately, just go down and just slide and live for another day because that elbow injury looked freaky, just like Cam Scatterboo's injury last week. It just looked horrendous, and I'm just so upset, so like demoralized. Like the season's done. We're cooked.
Yeah.
We have had, and just to segue into the next thing, the Commanders have had so many injuries. Terry McLaurin has missed most of the games. Noah Brown hasn't played a game. Austin Eckler, Dietrich Wise, Javante Jean-Baptiste. Who else? I'm forgetting so many names right now. Will Harris, we signed Will Harris. He's done. Marshawn Lattimore, he tore his ACL. His career might be cooked too, bro. Like he's
Yeah.
gonna get cut. He might not play again.
Yeah, yeah, and it's hard
So
because
many
I
injuries.
mean it's really turned. I mean, you're 3-6 right now, no clear identity, and no depth to sustain these injuries. That they're, this is hard. This is hard, and then you got Ron Rivera, who is his feet on fire right now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just it is what it is. So I'm wondering if we're heading towards a full reboot. Are we? You think we're headed towards a full reboot? Maybe tank
We're
the season?
definitely not gonna tank because DQ needs to win games. The coaching staff needs to win games,
I
right?
said, yeah. I'm sorry. I said, right. Excuse me.
We're we're rebuilding. I think it was a mirage. It was a magical run last year. AP went all in, tried traded for Lattimore, traded for Tunzel and Debo. And you know what? When you're that close to the Super Bowl, you go all in. You try to make it, and unfortunately, it just didn't work out this year. Injuries, execution. I just don't understand how the line is healthy this game. We just got our best O lineman back, Sam Cosmi, and we have Tunzel, who's a great left tackle. And yet Jayden Daniels was pressured on like 50 or 60% of his dropbacks, which is insane. That's like a record or something.
Yeah.
The Seahawks kept blitzing. Shout out to them, Mike McDonald. Kept blitzing, and they couldn't pick up the blitzers. It was just incredible. I was just like, there was a free rusher on Jayden Daniels like almost every time. It was just
Yeah.
like,
Do you
oh,
see now? Do you now? I don't know. I haven't looked up any updates, but is there any update on Jayden Daniels and like how his timetable?
no timetable. I think we just got to shut it down. I think Peters, DQ understand that this is a lost season. We have the Lions next week. The Lions have that game circled on the calendar for months. They want to put belt to ass on us. Revenge game for them since last year. It's just not going to be good. And then we have the Dolphins in Madrid, and then the bye. It just doesn't look good. I don't see us winning. People are saying we might not even beat the Dolphins, which is kind
Yeah,
of crazy. The Dolphins are
I mean, I
ass.
don't know. That's a little. That's a little. I feel like that's disrespectful. I mean,
Yes.
even Mariota can put up something. You got to win with Mariota this year, didn't you?
Yeah. He's got one. He beat the Raiders. Yeah, he
Yeah.
could.
So hey, the Dolphins, the Raiders are in the same tier. But I don't know, man. I just feel like it might actually be smart if JD5 is going to be out for an extended period of time. I feel like maybe you should tank for a pick. I mean, I get it, but at the end of the day, like I feel like you don't want to repeat that type of history. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't give up on Jayden Daniels at all. But
Hell no.
depending, I mean, he probably broke his arm, and
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a throwing arm or not. But
Left elbow.
okay, well that's good. That's a good thing. But yeah, man, it does suck. So I mean, he'll probably be back next year. And 100%. But even if he does have a timetable of coming back this year, it's not going to look too good.
Yeah. Retool for next year. And that kind of brings me, I'm going to quickly go over, we're going to trade pretty much any veterans that we can. Um, oh my gosh. Let's just go over this. We're going to probably trade Zach Ertz. I think the Packers might be interested because they lost Tucker Kraft. their star tight ends. Allegretti and Wiley, they should be traded. I think they should be traded to the Chiefs so the Chiefs can have some O-line depth, and they were former Chiefs players. Andy Reid loves his players that
Yep.
way. Von Miller, we should either cut him or trade him. Let Von Miller go sign with a contender because Von Miller deserves to try to chase for a ring. The Eagles, I mean, the Eagles are definitely a championship contender, so I
Yeah.
don't think we'll trade him to Philly. I think we'll just cut him and have just Howie sign him.
Yeah.
Frankie
Well, hey,
Luvu, Bobby
yeah,
Wagner might be on the table too, but I just don't know who wants to trade for Bobby Wagner at this point.
yeah, he's getting old. He's old.
Getting old,
He's old.
can't cover. He's a great run tackler, but that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And speaking of trades, go ahead, Jay. Jalen Phillips to the Eagles.
Oh man, it's not just that. So breaking news, everybody out of the Eagles camp. Eagles have signed not only Jalen Phillips, which is the biggest one, but we also got Michael Carter II and Jair Alexander. All three of these are quality picks for us, especially because we're looking to get that veteran presence back on the defense, especially. Like our offense seems like it's fine, but the defense has some major deficiencies, especially with everything that's happened recently. People getting banged up constantly is also going to be a sign for concern. So going out and making these signings, these are blockbuster trades, man. Jair Alexander was once a Pro Bowler. Michael Carter II, great slot guy. He could get stuff done. Jalen Phillips is a legit edge rushing threat. And we got all these guys for a Denny's reward card. So I can't even get mad at this. It's not like, we spent a whole lot of money. We don't got these guys under any, crazy contracts, anything like that. But this is what I think separates the Eagles from some other teams that might be contenders. We make the right moves at the right time. And Howie is just such a wizard with the numbers and just a wizard with trading and how he does everything that a lot of times we pick up people who we don't think are going to be. Zach Bond, for example, right? Zach Bond came in last year. All of a sudden, he was out of nowhere, one of the top linebackers in the league. You know what I'm saying? And then the same thing happened years ago during the Super Bowl year with Jay Ajayi. Picked him up out of nowhere, right? For nothing from the Dolphins. He ended up being one of our greatest runners that year. So I just got to give a hats off to Howie. Thank you for doing your job well, because, you could be Jerry Jones and just shit the bed every year, but you don't. You make moves like this at the time that we need them. And just when Eagles fans and everyone's sitting around waiting like, oh, man, is Howie going to do anything? He does stuff like this. And it's like, man, and we don't lose anything. Even if these guys suck, we don't lose anything.
Well, Jalen Phillips, even if he signs to another team, which I think he will, because he's going to get a fat extension from someone, the Eagles are going to get a third-round compensatory pick. So that means that third-round pick they sent to Miami is really not going to mean anything, which is the crazy part, bro. Like, you're going to get that third-round pick back. And Jalen Phillips is good. Before he tore his ACL, he was dominating with the Dolphins.
Yeah.
I don't know why the Dolphins would trade him. Homegrown talent. He had his fifth-year option, right? Or he's about to be a free agent. Could have re-signed him. I would have traded away Bradley Chubb so the Eagles don't get that compensatory pick or something. I guess
I'll tell you why. Because that's one thing that Howie's good at, and one thing the Eagles are good at is we take advantage of struggling teams often. If you notice that, we take these teams and we kind of give them offers they can't refuse. So the Dolphins knew. I mean, all in all, I feel like he's like the type of guy that's like, okay, I'm going to give you $1. You give me $1 back. I'll give you $2. You're going to give me $5. Like, you're just like, what just happened? But you did it. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that all in all, not every team has a great front office, and sometimes moves are made that screw a team over, and that's a big loss for them. Because like he was one of their only bright spots.
Yeah. Is Jair going to be the cornerback too, or because it sounds like Adoree Jackson's going to be bench? Jair to the cornerback too, then you have DeJean in the slot.
Yeah, he should be benched because he's abysmal.
Okay. So, speaking of abysmal, how about that Bengals defense letting that last-second touchdown after Joe Flacco threw for 500 yards and the game-winning touchdown only just to give it up 10 seconds later? Unbelievable. That's a game the Bears lose time and time again, especially last year and the 20 years previous.
Insane.
I couldn't believe it. Colson Loveland, who's their tight end two, first round pick, is coming up the scene, is open, gets the ball, two missed tackles, and he goes streaks down the field for the game winning touchdown with like 17 seconds left. And I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
How many game of the
Yeah.
years have we had so
Yeah.
far?
Yeah,
Incredible.
Caleb Williams actually won me my fantasy game. I believe in your league this week. So, shouts out to him. And it was awesome. It's been such a weird year, Z. I mean, seriously, think about it. I mean, we had a lot of hijinks this year. A lot of teams that you didn't think were going to be anything are something. I mean, think about what we thought compared to what we got. You know what I'm saying? You got a 5-4 Chiefs right now. You have a 7-2 Colts. You have I think 7-2 Patriots. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy. And now you got a team like the Bengals being run by Joe Flacco, right? Not the other Joe, the Joe that it's supposed to be run by, because he's always dealing with his crap. And then boom, you have Joe Flacco do what he did, and then Caleb Williams does what he does. These are two guys who you don't think are gonna throw for these type of yards. These aren't gonna have these type of games. They're gonna end with like 115 yards. But these guys are going off.
No one expects Joe Flacco because everyone thinks he's washed. He can still sling it. Caleb Williams, he has that star power, star potential, but he just hasn't been consistent and can't hit the easy throws. So everyone's just writing him off right now or saying he's still a project or still in the developmental stage. But the Bears, they're just getting better week by week, slowly but surely under the guide of Ben Johnson, one of the hottest offensive coordinators to be hired as a head coach ever. And I think Ben Johnson's doing a great job. He's more Sean McVay than Brandon Staley,
Yeah, yeah,
apparently.
yeah.
Bears might be dangerous. If Caleb Williams becomes 80% of the player that I think and you think that he can be, Bears are going to be a dangerous team.
I like Caleb. And I think that a lot of times when you come in the league and you garner a lot of negative attention through this or that, everyone got on him because he painted his nails, and he didn't attend whatever training camp, OTAs, whatever he didn't attend, like or combine stuff. Like, so what, man? Like, the guy wants to wear freaking painted nails, let him wear painted nails as long as he's slinging it. The guy doesn't want to go to, what I'm saying? Plenty of guys don't do those things. So, all in all, I think that he will definitely come into his own at some point, most likely closer to next year than this year. But you see flashes of brilliance from him. It's not like he just sucks. You know what I'm saying? He goes out and have games like he did, yesterday. So, but to your point earlier, yes, the Bengals defense is abysmal. Tackling has been awful. Secondary looks lost. The season's a dud. And when they say defense wins games, defense also loses games. So, if your defense is giving up 30, 40 points a game, I don't know if they are or not. I don't know their numbers, but like, there's no way you're going to win. There's no way you're going to go to the playoffs and contend at all. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
Feel bad for Joe Burrow, but Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins signed those contracts. They could have all colluded and said, let's go join another team, but they decided to stay. So,
Yeah.
fortunately, they're stuck there. The theme of week 9, injuries. Not just Jayden Daniels, Marshawn Lattimore. We mentioned Tucker Kraft. Joe Alt, the Chargers' star left tackle, done for the season. Season-ending injury on his ankle. Oh, my God. No one can catch a break. Who else? The 49ers' first-round pick, their pass rusher, Mikael Williams, out for the year. You already have Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, Malik Neighbors, Cam Skattebo. I'm probably a way more players than I
There's so
can think
many.
of.
There's so many. And and obviously Jayden Daniels, the biggest one we talked about to me. Like, you got franchise quarterbacks, Joe Burrow. You got franchise quarterbacks going down. You got starters who are like, and I feel bad for guys like Cam Skattebo, who like laced on his cleats, went out there, was proven that he earned that starting position. He earned it. You know what I'm saying? And this is running true for a lot of guys this year. It's like, they finally get to show what they got after being underrated, and then next thing you know, boom, injury, and it's bad. On top of that, it's one thing if you sprain your ankle, you know what I'm saying? But like this man's ankle, his foot was hanging from his like ankle, you know what I mean? Like
It was sideways. It was
yeah, and
disgusting.
you got Jayden. Like we're seeing some bad injuries this year, bad ones, you know. And I almost feel like it's weird because it's almost like the more rules and regulations they kind of sprinkle into the NFL, the more hurt these guys get.
Well, do you think, okay, so someone said that there's training camp, but they don't hit as much or practice as hard. And then when they get to the regular season games, they're going full speed and the bodies aren't trained and adaptable to that. So I'm thinking maybe the preseason games were actually beneficial. Maybe like there needs to be more hitting in training camp so the guys are used to that when it comes to the season. And you need to get rid of Thursday night games. This is outrageous, bro. No one should be playing Thursday night games. Only week one and teams off a bye should play Thursday night games.
Yeah,
Because how can you play a game in 10 days, bro? 2 games in 10 days,
yeah,
which is
yeah.
ridiculous.
It's hard. It's difficult, and I mean, not to make excuses, but that's how I feel. Like that's what I feel happened with the Eagles the first time against the Giants. Like we come off a short week, like you know what I'm saying. That these guys are tired. You know what I'm saying, and one team's going to get the better of the other. Yeah, it's fine, dandy, but like I don't understand the Thursday night game thing either. I don't even remember coming up and there being Thursday night games. When did that start?
I
Like
started like 2 or 3 years ago. Week one and Thanksgiving always had Thursday night games. Then the NFL
that's
got
true.
greedy and was like, let's get more primetime games. Let's get an added extra day throughout the week so we can
Yeah,
make more money. And that big deal with Amazon, it's not going away anytime soon. But you can adjust and make if teams are coming off the bye, then you play those Thursday night games.
yeah, yeah,
Otherwise, it's just not fair. And I think I think every road team who's played Thursday night game, they lost.
yeah.
Luckily, the Eagles, for an Eagles fan and the Eagles, they had no injuries. Thank goodness.
Yeah, I mean, knock on wood. You know what I'm saying? We've been able to avoid major injuries this year.
You avoided that last year too. You had like no
Yeah,
injuries.
yeah. The one thing I can say about my boys is that you know, when it comes to like Jalen Hurts, like our main guys, Jalen, Saquon, Devontae. Well, I love Devontae. He's about tough as nails. AJ, like these guys never though. You know who gets hurt the most? Like Landon Dickerson. That guy can't stay healthy for anything. He's hurt every other freaking week.
Well, he's not
But
your
when it
best
comes,
home lineman.
yeah, but like we're fortunate enough. Like I mean, I don't know what the fuck we would do if Jalen went down with a broken arm. That's why I feel for you because it's just like Jesus Christ, man. Like there's no once your star quarterback gets hurt and you have to like go with a backup whose name is not Nick Foles, you're gonna be like oh my god, like what do we do? So at the end of the day, we've been able to avoid that, luckily, but it can happen to anybody, man. Any given Sunday, any given game, anyone can get injured. It's a dangerous sport.
Dangerous sport. They need to go back to 16 games just quickly before we move on. 16 games, no 17. I don't like this 17 game shit at
Yeah,
all.
that one game, man.
It's just an extra game. Why? They're going to go to 18 in a couple years. They're going to go to 18. They're going to go to 2 preseason games and 18 games.
Mhm.
It's just so stupid. I don't get it.
No, I feel you.
I'm so upset. I'm so demoralized. Rough everything. So
Yeah, it sucks. It does suck, but at the end of the day, it's either next man up or next year.
we're gonna tank. We're gonna get Caleb Downs. We might honestly legit have a top 5 pick. I don't see us winning more than 2 games the rest of the year. We're gonna get Caleb Downs, the safety from Ohio State, quickly, and then we're gonna get that receiver from ASU. I forgot his name, Tyson something.
Do you think it'd be beneficial to draft a quarterback?
No, cannot give up on Jayden Daniels. Already got draft capital there. Let us to the MC Championship game. He just needs to slide more, not take any more hits, and he'll be fine.
Well, yeah. I mean, listen. Going back to that, I was watching. I forgot what I was watching today. It's ESPN Get Up or something like that, and they were talking about the quarterbacks that take the most hits, and while they're scrambling or while they're running, who take the most contact. Number 1 was Jalen Hurts, believe it or not, which is crazy because he slides a lot now.
Well, he's strong as shit.
Yeah, he's also strong. If you notice, like when they hit Jalen, he never gets blasted. Number 2, well, no, I think it might have been. Okay. So number 3 was Patrick Mahomes. I think number 2 was Jalen Hurts, and number 1 was Jayden Daniels. And it sucks, but like when you're a scrambling quarterback or you're mobile or you're a dual threat, like you have to learn to conserve your body. You can't, like, not everybody can be Josh Allen or Jackson Dart and run people the fuck over. And honestly, that's my concern for Dart. My concern is, like, after I saw him playing against the Eagles that Thursday night, and he's trucking guys, and everyone's like, yeah. Yeah, you let those fans get you hyped and jacked up like that, and then keep trying to do that shit. It's gonna take one big dude to knock your block off, and your career ain't gonna be the same no more. So that being said, I think that these guys really, 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 like, I don't know what they have to do in practice. Learn how to slide, guys. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Learn how to slide. Just sometimes you can't shake him all the time, even though I want. Because Jayden Daniels proof he can shake guys. I remember, I forgot who were we playing. I think he was playing the Eagles, honestly. He was scrambling, and Austin Eckler was in front blocking. Jayden Daniels told him to get the second guy. Pointed, go get the second guy. I'll make the first guy miss. Got a huge gain out of it, which is impeccable, and that's where the magic comes from.
Well, that's smart football.
Unfortunately, like that, it worked then, but unfortunately, it wasn't working this year. He wasn't making guys miss as he used to last year. Like he hurt his knee, hurt his hamstring. Just rest up, get healthy for next year. We're not drafting a quarterback. I don't think any of these quarterbacks this year are as good as the 2024 class, which was amazing. I mean, you have
I thought you
Jayden
got
Daniels.
more talent this year.
Who's talented?
Well, I mean, yeah. I guess if you would have asked me last year, I would have said Arch Manning. I don't know what he's been doing recently, but yeah, I guess you're right. Well, Bryce Underwood.
I don't believe it. I don't think he's that good. People were talking about Caleb since he was a freshman. Oh, Caleb's gonna be the number one pick. They had Drake May. Drake May was like a Herbert comp, and then Jayden Daniels kind of came out of his senior year. He kind of popped off. So I just Bryce Underwood, all these guys, Mendoza, the Clemson quarterback. I'm just like I'm not impressed by any of these guys.
You
You
know
know
what you should do?
what?
I know what you should do. You should give a little call over to the guys in Cleveland and say, "Hey, we'll give you something for Shador Sanders. Hey, get that guy on your team." I'm telling you,
Shador? What? We
Shador.
don't even have draft picks. What are we gonna do with Shador at the end of the season? We need to get
Somebody needs
younger
to
and
give
get draft
Shador a
picks.
check. Trade Mariota for Shador.
Oh
Okay.
my God. So Mariota, the guy who's mobile and knows Cliff's offense and is literally a lesser version of Jayden. You want to trade him
Now
for
stop
Shador?
it. There's no fucking way.
What? Mariota plays the same way Jayden does. It's just he can't do the same things he can.
Mariota's dog shit now, man.
Dog. I'm saying he has the same playing style. He's
Yeah,
not
that's
the
true.
same
That's true.
playing style. He's the same as
Yeah.
Jayden. He just
Yeah,
can't.
and Shador is the opposite. He's a pocket guy.
The pocket guy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of read options.
Yeah.
Okay. So moving on, Steelers. I know they caused like how many turnovers? 5, multiple turnovers. They're still frauds. I don't care what
He's
anyone
like, I
says.
just want to let you all know they're still fucking frauds.
They
Okay?
are the most fraudulent team. They've been that way for 10 plus years. Frauds.
Yeah.
Because I don't care if you cause that many turnovers. You're not doing that against the Bills, the Chiefs, the Ravens if Lamar is healthy, the
Mhm.
Bengals if Joe Burrow's healthy. You're not doing that. You're just not doing that against the elite teams, the elite quarterbacks. And so it's just like, yeah, you did it. Congrats. You only won by 1 score. So it's like, how good are you really? Not
Yeah.
that good.
Yeah. I mean when they win pretty ugly. I mean, this was a pretty impressive win. But let's be real. I mean, the offense is really still broken. It's not like it's, fixed all of a sudden, yeah. I think that right now they're the definition of smoke and mirrors. Okay? Like, Tomlin is a great coach. We know that. But he's also not that great either. You know them sometimes.
He's mid. He's just a mid coach.
Yeah, that's a very good. There you go.
And you can make the Hall of Fame as a mid coach by not having a losing season, which he's done. Okay, that's cool. He's gonna make the Hall of Fame. But like he can't elevate a team. He's not a schemer. He gets in his own way. He doesn't adapt or like try to fix his weaknesses. let me give you an example for everyone out there and for you too, Jay. Eric Spoelstra, the coach for the Miami Heat, Hall of Famer. But his first year with the Big Three, with LeBron, D Wade, and Chris Bosh, they wanted him gone. They wanted him fired for Pat Riley. Pat Riley said, no, I'm sticking with Spoelstra. And when they lost to the Mavs in that finals, everyone wanted Spoelstra's head on a stick. But you know what Spoelstra did? He sought out competence and help. He went to Chip Kelly when Chip Kelly was in Oregon, and he asked him how to make his offense better. He saw different advice and people doing things at elite level to make himself a better coach. I don't know any stories where Tomlin is doing that to make himself a better coach. All Tomlin is doing the same thing he's always known his whole life. And you know what, people? I don't like that. I don't like it when people don't improve, when you know there's a glaring weakness in your game or your team's game. You have to improve.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
you have to be humble enough to be able to correct yourself and say, hey, maybe it's me. And I don't think I don't want to sit here and mud throw at Mike Tomlin, because I do like Mike Tomlin, but it is partially him. And you're right. I don't see him evolving. I think that's a good word. Evolve. Evolving into that coach who really, you got your tiers. You know what I'm saying? And he's I think he's upper mid tier. Okay, he's not up there with Andy Reid and Bill Belichick and Stefanski and guys like that.
Stefanski, McVay, Shanahan,
Spags, anybody like that. But he's also not freaking Robert Saleh either. You know what I'm saying? So I think that it's one of those things where you have to figure out who you are, what's your identity, who you want to be. And then also you're going to have to get, and it's crazy that we're saying all this after an emphatic win, but I think that we're talking more about the grander scheme of things than just this one game.
We're talking the big picture. We're talking they might make the playoffs, they might win the division, but
it's not going to go past that.
It's the same story. They always get down 2 scores in the first quarter, then they have to play catch up. And they're not a team to come from down multiple scores to win the game. That's not how they're built. And it's just we're just telling you, Steeler fans, some of you, I've been checking out the Steelers Reddit, some of you have been put on and know what the deal is. Some of you are still delusional and thinking the Steelers are championship contenders, which you're not. You're not even close to the Eagles, the Chiefs, the Bills, the Rams, your Lions. You're not even close to
not even close to the damn Pats.
Not even. The Pats are better than you.
The Pats are going off right now, man. Young Drake May is doing his thing.
Mike Vrabel's such a better coach right now than Tomlin. Much better.
Speaking of which, breaking news, the Colts finally showed some weakness and lost, and Daniel Jones looks like a freaking human. Okay, so shouts out to that. I just want to say that. I've been saying it. Nah, I'm just kidding. He's been good, but
he's mid. He'll make the easy throws, but he can't make the magical throws.
Yeah.
He doesn't bomb it.
You heard me last week though. I'm not buying the Colts as championship contenders until they beat a team that is also a championship contender. Seriously. I mean, and they did beat the Chargers, but I don't think the Chargers are championship. I mean, when I say I don't mean playoff contenders. I mean, who can realistically win a championship right now? And I don't see the Colts beating anyone. I don't see them beating the Bills. I don't see them beating the Eagles. I don't see them beating I don't even see them beating the Patriots. I don't see them beating anyone like that.
I actually want to defend the Chargers really quick. I think when healthy with Slater and Joe Alt, I think the Chargers are definitely a championship team, but especially without their 2 tackles, they're not a championship team.
Well, that asterisk means a lot, and it sucks because it's one of those things where it's when healthy. Well, when healthy is the thing. Injuries are a part of the sport, so that's why depth is important. That's why backups are important. Oh, he's just a backup. No, because football is such a physical and dangerous sport, these guys get hurt every game. Guys get hurt every game. So you have to have the idea as a team and as an owner and as a coach that it's the next man up.
But left tackle is such a different position. They drafted Joe Alt to be the backup, and he got hurt.
Yeah.
So it's left tackle is such a different. Left tackle is basically almost the same as quarterback in terms of you'll never find that blue chip talent. Your backup's not going to be as good as your starter, especially left tackle and quarterback. They lost two. They
Or
lost two
any,
on
not even just
defense.
left tackle, like anybody on the line. I feel like I mean,
I think you can find a guard, a right tackle, maybe. Maybe. You just need to
yeah, okay.
chip and
Tell
have him
tell
help.
that to the Eagles who had to. I mean, yeah, guard and tackle, but like tell it to the Eagles who had to try to replace Jason Kelsey, right? Like
You have
after he
Cam
was cut.
Jurgens. He's not
No,
as good, but
no,
he's
no,
still
no. I
good.
get that. Cam Jurgens is great. Don't get me. He's great, but also you have to understand he learned under Jason Kelsey. That's why he's so great.
No,
And
it's fair.
yeah,
It's fair.
and like and he just kind of has been molded into the we did that we did it right. We had him, he was, if Jason got hurt, we had him jump in, he learned the system, he learned everything, and then he was able to fill right in when Kelsey. But like, come on, Travis Kelsey, he's the best center of all time. There's no replacing him.
No, of course not. But you get Cam Jurgens is like 80% of Jason Kelsey.
Yeah, no, I agree.
80%. So that's what you want. That you need a guy 80% of that star level potential, right?
Yeah.
He's basically that. I'm just gonna give him that. Quickly, we have 3 minutes left. Matthew Stafford looking like an MVP, most passing touchdowns in the league at 37 years old. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
No
I
look
mean,
passes to Devontae Adams? Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
hey, yo, listen, no, I'm just saying it sounds crazy, but he's definitely playing elite football again. I mean, and he's doing it quietly. He's spreading the ball around. He's got a young roster. He's kind of carrying them a little bit. And if the Rams stay in the playoff race, I think Stafford absolutely deserves to be on that list of MVP candidates for sure.
And people have been saying even last year he was a top five quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, this is Matt Stafford, though. I mean, yes, we know that Matt Stafford is elite. In fact, Matt Stafford is so elite that he won a fucking Super Bowl, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, not even that long ago, like less than 5 years ago.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was 4 years
So,
ago.
yeah, so all in all, I mean, we know what Matt Stafford can do. This is the same thing every year. I think his biggest problem right now is going to be age. But he's playing well now. He's doing his thing now. So we'll see how it goes from here.
Absolutely. And you know what? On that note, we're gonna wrap things up. Thank you
Yeah.
guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know in the comments what we should cover next. I'm Zisha.
I'm Jay.
We'll catch y'all later in the next video. Peace.
All right, y'all.